All right.
Hello.
Hi. It's Brother Mark.
Hi.
And Goofy Dog.
And Box.
And Box. The dog don't like the boxes.
Yeah, we don't like to scare the dogs. We love puppies here.
Yes. Maggie's like, yeah, he's a jerk.
Big scary Rottweiler's afraid of a box. We'll walk in front of a tractor trailer. Dummy. Oh, you're so close.
So today we're working on his Malibu.
Junk.
Well, we're having a running issue. It's got not a dead cylinder, but a misfire number 2. I'm sure I've mentioned that on my previous videos. It's just not happy once it warms up, and we're finding little issues like 12 volts going to the coil through a resistor wire. So something's
the 2 wires, and it can still be powered up.
These 2 wires here, one's a resistor, one comes from the start side of the starter. But it's showing how many volts on the meter?
It's showing 12 volts while it's running, and it shouldn't show that because the resistor wire, the 1 wire is just to help it start.
Yes.
But the backup, this car did have a meltdown, I guess with the air conditioning system.
I have plenty of those.
And it could have affected, maybe cross bleeding 12 volts to the wire that shouldn't have it, causing it to basically burn out the condenser and jump the points, burn the points, which will create a misfire issue.
Which last week or week before we found the burned up points in here because they were going click, 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 and they were blue.
Right, they were blue. So what's happening is getting full 12 volts while it's driving or running.
Yeah, so if you want to burn up a set of points, you put
them in this car.
Yes, correct, and you'll burn them up. So
today what we're going to do is we're going to investigate, look for a reason why the dog is just in love with me today. And we're also going to look and see why we have 12 volts while it's running and not a reduced voltage, to keep the condenser, from keeping the points arcing and blah,
correct,
blah, blah.
And burning them up. Yeah, because that's what it does.
And I don't want to hear put HEI in it.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
yeah,
we don't want to do that.
Yeah, he's not an HEI guy. Hey, I got points in a lot of stuff, and
I still run 6 volt and 6 volt points and some.
Exactly. I know they got those adapters and stuff. Yeah, that's good. But when that stuff breaks down, you can't carry that.
Spoiled, rotten. Spoiled.
You can't carry HEI in your glove box like you can a set of points. And a lot of people are just like carburetors. Oh, carburetors. Put injection on it. Oh, you know what? There's a. Oops.
No, you shouldn't try to hump me.
Yeah, he's just trying to hump you.
Don't hump Uncle Evil.
Yes. You hear that? Yep. Yeah, it rattled him. Right, Maggie? They're all dirty.
He stinks, though. What kind of raccoon crap did he roll?
No, they're running around. They had the zoomies out there with the trailer, and they're playing in the mud. So now I got to give them a bath again. So
now this is basically, it's like going through.
Did the coil get hot?
No.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, it did.
Yes, it did. It didn't get hot, but it's warm.
Yeah,
but that could be engine temperature, but
it could be.
Couldn't have been that fast.
So if any of you guys out there in land, if we fix this, we'll definitely let you know. But
yeah, oh, absolutely.
I don't want to replace the harness on this car.
No. But no, so we have the high voltage draw on the headlights. They keep kicking out after about 2 minutes of on time.
It does have an aftermarket switch, so sometimes the best thing to do is actually sit down on a bench and rebuild the originals because they were rebuildable.
Correct. Yeah,
it's a little tedious.
All these standard motor products, I had that on my one video because I put something in my 4-door that went bad. The standard motor parts have. Sorry to bash you, but going downhill because you outsource it to other countries and it's just junk anymore.
And look, like when you're into this hobby here, the name of the game, because the inflation, all this and all that, like we're trying to find cheap parts, but it boils down to what you get what you pay for.
Correct. Absolutely.
You just get what you pay for. So if you pay for a crap part, you're going to get crap performance or limited good use out of it.
What's the old saying that one of our friends told me? He says, pay now or pay later.
Yeah. The distributor cap could have been one of the cheapies from. I love Rock Auto because, like, when you have a whole fleet of junk,
yes,
sometimes you get lucky with parts.
Yeah, that's why they're cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap. It's on a restoration or something like that, you put the money into. But for a fun driver or something, the name of the game is doing the hobby and doing it cheap. That was the original hot rodding motto, was to make do with what you had.
Correct, exactly.
So,
like I try to get the AC Delco stuff, and even that's kind of, you can't depend on a lot of that anymore because of where stuff and how stuff's made anymore. It's tough.
Jack and I used to every once in a while do a clean out and find like an old head that passed on or got out of it, and we would get a garage full of parts from accumulated.
Oh,
for
boy,
30 years.
before-
New old stock.
Oh
points.
wow, we used to have truckloads of stuff. That was before TV ruined everything. The
Yeah.
Discovery Channel, not like I'm slamming any of that, but all these car builds and all this stuff and clean outs and marketplace. Everything got destroyed. Just
Well, everybody thought they were that TV show.
hoarder or pickers and everything was worth $1 million, and that's what destroyed everything. So we haven't had a clean out in how long?
Well, it's
been a while.
I'll tell you what, I do want to bring somebody up that is no longer with us. Our buddy Bill used to help out with the clean out.
Oh yeah, with the Impala parts.
the Impalas
Oh god, if I had YouTube back then, we had 3 truckloads of Impala parts.
Oh, columns
Chrome from 62 convertibles that went to California for the lowrider guys.
Yeah,
They sucked that stuff up.
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff. Boy, I wish I had YouTube 15, 20 years ago.
Well, you would have had a lot of good filming down in the Philly shop.
Oh yeah, we had some.
We
good
have a new shop now. That we go down to.
We've had it on there. Yeah, we're gonna get back down there, and we got some content for down there.
We got. What did we have? Jenny come in with her big block El Camino.
Yeah.
68 El Camino, a couple Corvairs.
Yeah, we got one to work on your Cadillac. Get that running.
The 41. That was our friend Bill's.
Yeah,
Cadillac,
that was a running car. Just burned a valve, so we got to fix that. So,
And,
we're gonna get on this and see what we can find out, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Look for the mushroom cloud.
Poof. All right, so we got the wires split at the coil.
And we're going to check for voltage. Jack is going to turn the key on.
So I'm gonna go turn the key on.
The voltage at the resisted wire to see if we have 12 volts coming out of the yellow wire, which we shouldn't.
Oops.
Just in the run position.
Need the key. Nope, can't use a trunk key. It doesn't work like that. All right, key on.
Keys on, and we're going to check what we got here at the. I know it looks like a mess, but it's just the fiber, the resistor wiring.
Have 12.
12.5 volts.
That's not good. Well, that could be from the starter.
Well, not with the resistor. This is a resistor wire here.
Oh, so that's not good. So
our resistor wire, there's an issue with that, and I have nothing.
Well,
so
that should be
what I'd like
start.
to crank it and see if I get
pull
any voltage.
you want to pull the coil wire off because it might. Oh no, it ain't gonna start. Never mind.
it's not.
There. All right, ready?
Yep. Yeah, I get 9 volts.
There you go. So that's working. Hear the gallop. Hear the gallop. That ain't good. So we got 9 volts. Why don't you?
Yeah, why do we have 9 volts at the non-resistor wire, which should the resistor wire should have 9
wait a minute.
volts.
Hold on. You said what?
We have
9 volts at the resistor
the
wire.
non-resistor wire.
Ooh. So
And we have 12 volts. You got the key on?
it's on. Yeah.
All right.
So they're backwards.
Something's backwards, but it's impossible because one of them, unless it's something's wrong with the ignition switch itself. See, if the key's on.
And we have.
Do you have the key on still? Or
Let me take a look because I don't know if I did or not. Oh, I turned it off. I'm sorry.
Okay. So with the key on at the resistor wire, I have 12 volts, and I shouldn't have that because that'll overcome the capacitor and jump the points. And
burn up the condenser and stuff too.
Right.
Points.
And this one here,
Which should be the 12 volt only at start.
I have nothing, and when he was cranking it, I had 9 volts. It could be the battery's worn or something like that. So what I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to investigate this a little further.
Maybe how they get the wires crossed? That's weird.
Well, because they come from 2 different locations.
One comes down from the start side of the
The other comes
solenoid, and the other comes from the ignition switch. So,
Right.
oh, that's weird.
Oh yeah, because if I remember right, I mean, some of you guys out there in Chevelle land or whatever that are watching this, I mean,
Cloth wire is always resistor.
that's a resistor. Do we have another vehicle here we can check?
Yeah, my 4-door.
All right, let's go check the 4-door.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see there's some brown on the ends.
There's arcing in there.
Yeah, they're
so-
starting to burn already, and we just put them in, last week before?
Yeah, they're going to arc because the voltage going, into it is
Too high.
It's too high, and it's overcoming the capacitor, which keeps the points from arcing,
Correct.
and it'll cause the points
To burn.
to basically.
Well, they'll change. It'll exchange the metal on the points,
Yeah.
and it'll make it highs and lows in it, and that's what
It
kills them.
changes the timing. It does all kinds of weird
Changes
stuff.
the gap.
Yeah, it changes the gap and starts changing the timing. And I think what it does is starts affecting the weak cylinder. I think number 2 cylinder is a little weak,
Yeah.
but with good ignition, it would run fine.
Because we have a yellow spark, but it jumps, what, an inch at least? But it's yellow. It shouldn't be. It should be a nice blue spark.
Which might indicate the voltage that's been going through the coil might have broke down, you know, the cooling capacity of the coil.
Because, the coil is probably cooked inside.
And there's guys out there that are hearing this or hearing parts of this.
Yeah, if you got any input, put it, bleep bloop it down in the comments and let us know. And, you know, we don't figure this thing out. Yeah, that's exactly what this is for. It's a learning thing. We're always learning stuff, and we've been doing this forever, but there's always that one thing that throws a curve at you. And you forget stuff too. We work on so many different vehicles. You work on a lot of diesel stuff, injection stuff now.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
they're looking for like a carbon tracing on the distributor. It's definitely not that. This.
Oh wait. Is that something right there? I thought I saw a shadow.
Oh, I see. Like where the casting
is that right number
there.
2?
No, your number 2's right here.
Okay, no. I thought it because you catch the light. Sometimes it fools you.
Yeah.
A cap track will drive you nuts unless it's that deep and that pronounced.
I do recommend a spray bottle with water on at night with no lights.
Yes.
You think you're it'll light up like Christmas tree.
Oh, I'm sure. Do you ever see them ionize at the insulator when you have the plugs on, the plug wires on, it's running at night? That's pretty cool.
So we're gonna come back. We're gonna go check out his Chevelle. He's got the 72 up there.
Yeah, the 4-door.
And we're gonna just cross check like the voltage coming out of the leads here to make sure.
Correct, because mine's an untouched car, so
you know
this is too. But somewhere
this had a meltdown.
This had a meltdown and had probably some things changed. Who knows? So we're gonna go up there and take a look. So we'll be right back. Bye, brother Mark's '58 Chevy Delray. It's maiden voyage down here in a long time. Let me see if I can find where the hood latch. Ah, look at that! I still got it, but there we go. Look at that little small block 283.
Nah, 350.
Oh, it is a 350.
Yeah, it was like, I swear to God, it was like a junkyard motor that we threw in here and it just drove.
It sounded good. Oh yeah, it's got a big balancer on it. Okay, it's his truck motor. It's got the truck head on it.
It's like a heavy gas motor from the 70s.
No kidding.
TH350.
Look at that.
You want me to start it? Or?
Yeah, go ahead. Fire it up. I had a 58 Delray wagon. Hot rods. It sounds good. Really good. I love these cars. 1 year only. Look at that. She's got her rust, but that's... Yeah, original interior. It's a original rust. Yep. I'd drive this car every day if it was mine. Every day. Just like I drive that thing right there. Listen to that purr. What's that?
It was an unknown motor that came from Brian.
They're the best ones. They end up being the best.
Supposedly just like a used old 350. I threw it in there. It burns and leaks more oil, so I don't even have to change it. I just add oil.
just change a filter.
Yeah,
and add oil.
Yeah, man. But it's a fun car. It gets a lot of looks. People are happy.
Was 3 on the tree, obviously.
It was original a stove bolt, and I have the original matching numbered motor, but the people that I bought it off of, the gentleman was 93 years old when I bought this off of him. His son took the engine out and left the engine outside.
Ah, so it messed up the cylinders and the rings.
It kind of forced my hand, and then, you know, finances and stuff like, hey, here's a $300 motor. Hey, here's a $20 intake manifold. Let me throw this together.
Still, you know what? You can get in the thing, hit the key, and drive it anywhere.
Yeah.
And this is typical on all the cars.
My dad hated that, so I purposely left it on there with the hopes that he would buy me repair panels for Christmas.
Or a whole nother fender.
He never did.
I love the 58, so.
Yeah, just like the wagon. One day I'll get the wagon down here.
Yeah, oh, the Pontiac wagon? You got 58 Pontiac. What is that again?
It's a Chieftain wagon. It was a Ocean City, Maryland fire chief's car. And, well, without the car here, they don't want to. They don't want.
Yeah, I think it might be on one of my videos when we walk through your yard.
This guy was a World War II veteran.
Yeah,
I got this off of. Yeah.
I remember when you got this in a picture of it where it was sitting in the yard. And,
it was down in Paulsboro, New Jersey.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, that's all the way at the tip of the south of Jersey there at the end of 295.
They're pretty good. Yeah. But
yeah.
Cool little town.
It's a neat car. I like these cars. Always like 58s. 59s are okay. I had a 59. I like the taillights on the 59s, but
the cat's eyes. You
yeah.
got the 59
Yep,
on me, right?
yep, yeah. I kind of wish I kept that car, but
Yeah,
I was in a bad place and
me too.
things were going south.
What happens when you play with this stuff?
And my thing is, if I lose interest in something and things don't go right, and
You're done.
I'm done. I can't force myself to finish it, so it ends up going to somebody who's going to finish it and enjoy it. So
I got a couple of your cars that way.
yeah, I know. Yeah, we all did, and it looks like the Granada's got a flat because I got a bad rim. But yeah, so all right, let's go back down to the shop and
we're going back to the
yeah, and we'll try to fix this. All right, so we went through all the electrical parts of it and found out we're good. But we have a little issue here.
There's no vacuum leaks.
No vacuum leaks.
That looks like a burnt valve or a bad valve.
Yes, sir. And when it warms up, within, let's say if I drive it 2 or 3 miles, it gets a dead miss.
So with the idle up, like say we put it at like 900. Oh yeah, we're up close to 18. Oh yeah, 19 to 21 pounds. You rev it up. And you bring the idle back down to about 650.
Yeah.
That's textbook example of a burnt valve.
Yes,
Number 2 cylinder.
absolutely.
So even though the leak down test proved to be okay, it was less than 10%.
And when it warms up, it opens up.
When it warms up, then it's a problem. So to put new heads into a valve job on an engine that has 140,000 doesn't sound realistic.
No, it'll smoke like a mosquito killer.
You can see the misfire now that we brought down the RPMs. And it's warmed up.
Yeah.
I think our next thing is to either rebuild the motor or find a replacement 307 because I want to keep this as stock as possible.
Yeah.
So a 307 or a 350 of the era, nothing hot rod.
No, it just got to be stock. That's all. You know, something we can bolt all the accessories back on and plug and play.
Because other than that, there's been so much work done for this car.
I know.
This thing's a little rocket ship when it's happening.
I was surprised. This thing's got better pickup for this 307 than it does my 350 and my other Malibu. Yeah. It's really quick for it. It's only 200 horse, but it's
with the RPM down, you can almost hear a wrist pin knock too. Thank you for tuning in and looking at another edition of this old piece of crap. My old piece of crap.
Yeah. Hold my whatever's burnt and hold my beer.
Valve
yeah. Hold my
slap with cardboard box.
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Hold my beer while I fix this valve.
Yeah, look at that thing. It's just singing away now.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's textbook right there.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we're gonna try to drop back and punt here and figure out what's gonna happen next. And
yeah, because I don't think doing a set of heads would be wise on it.
No. And I have a set with low miles on them, but it's gonna smoke bad.
It'd be a waste. It would be a waste at this point.
All right, so daytime here. I told you I was going to show you my new purchase here, my new machine, my Bobcat Toolcat 5600 2010 model flavor. And you can see I've been just cleaning up some rust here. I don't plan on fixing that with filler or whatever. I just trying to slow the rust process down because this thing's seen a lot of salt. So I got it dry, and I'm put a couple patches in here because it had a hole literally through this whole area here. I'm gonna get this cleaned out and dried, prime that some more, seam seal it, undercoat it, and if I can find this charcoal gray, whatever they call it, I'll paint it. So I'm not too big about the body, just kind of slow it down, make it look a little better, but fill the holes, make some of the rust slow down a little now that it's no longer a plow vehicle or end up in the snow or hauling salt. So at least what I can do is stop slow the rust down. So the driver's side here, yeah, I'm gonna patch this. I'm probably gonna have to get some more materials. Yeah, I might put some all metal in there. I just want to keep the drafts out. You know, if I do use it in the winter time, I don't have a billion drafts, you know, but I'm gonna try to fix this fender, remove the rest of this. I think I got an idea how I want to make this, but I gotta take all this off first. This is part of the support, and the support's not all that great because it's rusty. So there isn't much I can do about this. I'm not replacing that, I'm not patching that. So I just scraped it, wire brushed it, and shot it with a little gloss white. I'll probably shoot the bed, all metal that up and shoot the bed with some kind of rhino liner. I think I have some. And I'll paint this white, the inside black, I did this side. I ain't worried about the holes. Like I said, just trying to make it a little more nicer. So I got some overspray on it. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I'll make it come back. I did find 2 wheels and 2 rims. Well, 4 rims and 2 rims with tires on it, but all the way out in PA. It's like an hour and a half ride one way. Maybe I'll get out there tomorrow to get them. We'll see. I'm gonna pick up some LEDs for the back because these units here don't work anymore. I'm not buying bulbs for them and they're not bright, and the LEDs would kick ass. So there's a little Kubota, turbocharged Kubota. I think it's 40 horsepower. I think they're 40. The new ones I think are 50 or 60 now. Excuse me. So it's got a cabin filter, which is pathetically dirty. But we'll get this all cleaned up and dry it out. And it is getting a little cold for painting, so might hold for a while. We'll clean this thing up and that'll be about it. Pretty much a lot of it's already been serviced. It's got a new battery, new alternator. It's got some fuel on it. It's got new filters on it. So I'll come back in a bit when I get some more done here. But otherwise, yeah, that's just going to drive that for now until I get a find an engine for it. Or it's a 307 or a 350 or a 305. But it's got a dead cylinder. Well, not dead, but the valve's not good. Ah, crap. I put some these vent shades on my truck. I love it. I forgot to pull the rag off the roof. I was wiping the body down, but yeah, those vent shades are nice. You can just crack the window and get a little ventilation. Typical Dodge paint. Man, I took care of this truck too, and it never goes out in the snow, never goes out in the salt, it goes out in the rain. She's just starting right here. The other side's getting bad, and I keep this thing clean. I've even shot used oil up in there, but it is what it is. It's a good truck for what it is. 125,000 on it. That ain't bad. So, all right, I'm gonna try to accomplish some more stuff today, maybe on that. Otherwise, maybe I'll fiddle with this a little bit. So, catch you in a bit. All right, so I had a little second wind tonight. This seems to be drying okay. This is Flex Seal. It's got some munge in it. These things, had a crust on top of the gallon of Flex Seal, and I couldn't get it all out, but adds character. I also took that piece of collision wrap off this where this window was broken, and I got all the glass out of here, and I'm going to cut a piece of plexiglass. I'm going to try to get it so it still opens, but I'm not going to guarantee that. I don't know where that piece went that goes on the end of here to open the window. If not, I'm just going to glue it shut, because this window opens and the other two, and it's got ventilation. So I don't know if you can see in there, but the floor is painted. I don't have a flashlight, so I did go to Harbor Freight today too. So still waiting on my ball joints. Did some more paint, and I got to do patching. I ran out of sheet metal for that side for the floor. I got a little spinny spin light, and yeah, what else? I think I'm gonna paint the inside of the bed black with some little bit of paint I left over. And what was I just gonna, dang it, darn it, mind is a terrible thing to waste. I was just gonna show you guys something I forgot. I hate that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I worked on a little bit tonight, and it's doing good. Oh, here's a piece of plexiglass. It's thin, but hopefully it doesn't crack. I have it. I'm gonna try to cut it out without breaking it. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Duh. Yep. I put some LED lights on it. Went to Hobo Freight, and I had to make brackets. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, and they give you a large pigtail for this, but I couldn't use this on this factory bracket, so I just made this little aluminum thing, and they're still adjustable, whatnot, and they're bright as heck. So, and they're better than them things that were full of water, and the bulbs were expensive. And for 20 bucks a pop, you can't go wrong. So, yeah. Yeah. So we got lots going on. So Maggie's over here. She's got a boo-boo, and Panzer won't leave her boo-boo alone, and he's outside doing something. Oh, the door's shut. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna find a few more things to do, and if not, tomorrow. All right. Oh yeah, look what I bought yesterday. I bought one of them cool little Braun hobo freight lights with high and low and the little end. This is pretty cool. Low, and then it's got the end thing, and it's magnetic too. Well, of course, that's not very good magnetic. Cause oh, there you go. I like this thing. It's pretty cool, and it's rechargeable. It's well worth it. I bought a big battery for my Bauer drill, and I forget a couple of things I needed. So anyway, I'm in here today. Turn my light off. Just kind of going through stuff. I got way too much stuff, but I know me. After I get rid of it or sell it, whatever I do with it, I'll need it. So call me a pack rat, a hoarder, I don't care. But everybody's got their treasure, their trash, and they do their thing. So, but I have stuff like Chris's stuff, then I have trailer stuff, and then I have Packard stuff, and there's miscellaneous stuff, and I have lots of oil, mufflers, bell housings, flywheels out the wazoo, automatic and stick flex plates. Yeah, stick flex plates. Hello. Flex plates and flywheels. There is a difference. I got transmissions I got on Marketplace I can't sell, that won't go because nobody wants anything or doesn't want to offer you anything but a nickel. We've got 305, 327s. Sorry about the smoke. 350s, more 327s, large journal, small journal. We've got mufflers. We've got stuff. I got lots of boxes. Yes, empty boxes. There's the grill to my Project 64, is intercooler. There's a complete turbo setup for an LS in those boxes. Fenders for a Granada, because they're like hen's teeth anymore. Because you never know. And they're out of the weather, so they're not going to rust. But yeah, there's a brand new set of Corvette headers. Earlier Corvette headers. There's a used set that are hardly used. This has got the square flange on them. They were still brand new. They still got the tag on the collector. Stainless. Oh no, this is all Chris's. I forgot. I have another exhaust system over there. It came from a Cutlass. I have a Super T10, a couple of Muncies. I have stuff, little miscellaneous things that you don't want to go to the junkyard for. And then there's this mess, which I've been picking away at actually, and been using the oils and lead substitute and the gasohol. Dodge parts, ramrod shifters, oil pans, more oil. There's a column for 64. I got a little bit of everything in here. I think this is the most I've ever had. I gotta turn this off. I run this off a 12 volt with an inverter to run these lights. So anyway, I got all these speedometer drive kits or speedometer cable makers with the tools, the cutters, and those little gearboxes, the transducers with all the different drives and all the math and how to put the different gears in it. My friend gave me them. Actually, brother Mark gave me all them. He's not just my friend, he's my brother Mark, as you know. And then there's more. It's a brand new 450. Well, no, that's not brand new. That's a 454 balancer. There is a new one around here somewhere. There's my that there is the conversion to big block Chevy for my gasser. And there's this stuff, as you can see. And I got most of it in here now. There's stuff in the attic upstairs, but most of it's now in here. And it keeps things dry. If I do ever decide to move to North Carolina, which is probably, hopefully next year, I know this trailer might not make it. It requires too much work to get it on the road. It hasn't been on the road since the 90s, and it's a 1969 model year trailer. But all this stuff has to be packed up and gone. And I've gone through it once already. I could probably go through it again, but that's what all the boxes are for. And there's more boxes in the trailer out here. I've just been collecting boxes for the past year. There's more in there. Yes. So I am serious about getting out of Dodge here and going to North Carolina. Depends on my property. I may bring that with me. So the backhoe is always a good thing to have. Whether I need it or somebody else needs it, it's always good if I got to dig footings, a ditch, put pipe down. But all right, well, that's enough rambling. So you see what all got to deal with when it comes to moving, and this is only a portion of it. So all right, let me go find some stuff in here. I'm looking for something in particular, and I'll be back. All right. Plan today was to put Vettski engine on test stand, and of course got to pull my cars out and do this in the front shop. So I'm gonna get this thing bolted on, wired up, plumbed up, and ready to fire it up and break it in. Probably won't do it today, maybe during the week. I'd like to get it done so I can get it in the car. I want to start working on that thing again and do what we got to do so we can get him his car back. You know, not a giant hurry, but you know, I kind of need the lift. That lift's been tied up for a while, and it's, you know, it is my fault, and he's no hurry. I'm got a million things going on, and it's life, you know. So let me get this ready. I gotta wheel that motor in through here, which is a little tight, and put her on our gantry, whatever you want to call her, overhead doohicker over here, and set her on here, and we should be good to go. Then I got this above average doorway. Oops. Except for the bolt head that won't clear the door. There she goes. Ow, that hurt. That was my hand. I smushed it. Knives and rocks. One thing, these things don't like to roll over. Yep, another zip tie. No, there's a lot. Somehow, some way, rocks seem to pebbles come in on the tires. Oh no, that's a piece of something. Perfect. Ooh. Oh wow. Got me good. Oh well. Well, like they say, if you didn't at least break some skin or make some blood, you ain't working. All right, so we're hooked up there. Let me see what else we got. Undo that. I got to get all the bolts for that, and yeah, let me find my bolt. Probably warmer in here than it is out there. It's actually not a bad day today. A little bit of a breeze, but thank God we got some rain. We do need more. We got a couple inches, but it ain't really enough. There's supposed to be more coming Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. Of course, my day's off. You know, guess that's how it works, but I won't complain about that. We need it. All right. Let's see here. Volt. Get it close. think I need to refine this motor mount setup a little better sometimes, but it don't work too bad. Actually, that wasn't too bad. Dang it, come on. Now, why are you not aligning yourself the way you should? I might have to undo these mounts. I think I supposed to put this other side on first. All right, motor mounts are on. I learned, now I remember, got to unbolt that from the frame, bolt that one on, and then bolt it to the side of this, and then bolt it to there. It goes much easier, so. All right, we're gonna do some plumbing, some wiring. Actually, I gotta get a flywheel, a flex plate, and put it on the back of that. Don't get them too confused. And we're gonna put the bell housing on, shim that up, bolt that together, and then it'll be standing on its own. Yep, well, be outstanding. Yep. And yeah, it's all little stuff from here. Note to self, tighten clamps. Dipstick tube fitting. Sort of find a flex plate while we're waiting here. Make sure this thing isn't hitting nothing. We're good there. I don't like that one. There it goes. I need one more. I can't get in here. There it goes. One more long one for the other side. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. All right. Bell housing bolts complete. Let's make sure there's no interference. There we go. Spacers for back. Oops. All right. Let's see here. Get this in here. Oh, wrong chain. Dummy. What's going on here? Let's see, I'm missing one. Two washers. Okay. All right, bell housing complete. So put a starter in now. know if I got this in the right position, because last time we had the starter out too far. We hit the button and it didn't do anything. Right, Dave? Oh my gosh. Oh, we'll take our chances with this. It's just 2 bolts. I can't get my hands in there to feel where the dang thing's at, so. All right, that doesn't want to start, so. Of course. All right. Which one? Come on. I'm doing this blind. Nope, that's not the right one. There it goes. Hopefully that's the right one. Might have to peek my head up underneath this thing. See if that's even close. Yep. Hello. That's it. Okay, we're good. Oh, God. I gotta write that down and put it in my notes somewhere. I'm gonna try it without a shim. And if not, I got a shim to put in there. Sometimes you need them, sometimes you don't. Come on, bolt. What do you go through the ceiling? There we go. Phew, that thing seemed long. All right, tighten that down. I think it's 9/16. Nope. Half inch or metric. It's hard to say anymore. If I can find my socket. Here it is. All right. Got to remember to get the dipstick in this thing. It's back in the shop, I think. Oh, crap. Really? Well, that sucks. What the heck? I've never seen one with a adapter fitting like that. Okay. So I can't find the adapter for this bulb to fit in here. This is an oversized one from a truck. I think my other one went on that big block we last did on this stand. It might still be in that block. So, Dave, if you're watching, hello, I need my fitting back. Just kidding. I'll figure something out here. I know it's in here someplace. Gotta be. It was in here at least. Maybe this is it. I don't know. All right, you're in the clear, Dave. Got it. But guess what? That doesn't fit. Ha 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 ha. Oh, geez. That was smart. Hopefully that's 3/4. If not, changing this again. Sorry about shaking the camera. All right, that's good. I'm gonna change this over to this side. I gotta get an adapter for that. And we're good from there. Let me get a screwdriver and tighten up some of these clamps. Okay, let's get there. You should all be tight. That was that. That's tight. I'm going to put this fitting in before I do this hose. I got to go find manifolds, the cap. What else? Wires, plugs, all that stuff's down back. I got an alternator and some brackets, unless I do a captured belt, which I don't want to really be hunting for a captured belt because that's going to be just a royal pain in the rump. Fitting that when I could just put an alternator on it by that time, so. Ah, dang it. Look at that. Now this is in the way. I just can't win tonight. Yeah, you're at one of those days. Now I got to put a shorter nipple on this thing or move it down to here on the water pump. So, right down here. Oh, man. Come on. All right. There we go. That's more like it. Shorter nipple. Now it clears it. Good to go. Now we're going to bolt this carburetor down and do a couple of things until I get the rest of the fittings, adapters, and all that good stuff. Ain't nothing hanging up. All the boards are good. Intake's good. All right. Let's see here. What's next? Let me get some of the tools out of here. Let me go grab some more parts to get this thing going here. We're getting there. Oh yeah, happy Monday. We are back this afternoon working on the Toolcat 5600 4x4. So as you can see, I pulled the front wheels off. I found the set of, don't mind me, I'm very hoarse today. I'm kind of So I pulled the tires off. I think I found a set not too far from me, but they're the same bolt pattern, but they're a little different style wheel with the same size tire. I just got to check the offset on them. I have that written down. I got to ask him what the offset is on these things. So he does have 4 for like $250. Otherwise, it's like $300 a tire just to do that. And these are foam filled, and you're going to have to cut them off because the foam is a pain to get off. So that's one thing I don't. That's my last resort. So, I'm checking out the front end here. I got the control arm out, and I greased that upper ball joint. I don't know why they didn't put grease fittings on the bottom joint. I don't know why. And the thing that annoys me is, and I've run on this already, so I knocked the old ball joint out. The other piece is still in the knuckle, but look at that. Moog Problem Solver, number 47. Bet you if I looked that up, I could probably get it for way less than I bought it for, because these people want you to pay their price. Now, when I put tie rod ends on this a few years ago, I ordered them. Moog Problem Solver, and I even saved the number. So now I know what I got to do, because they won't give up any part numbers. They're just going to give you the part number they got and bang over the head. So also tonight, I put my plexiglass window in. I put some sealant in here, sandwiched in here. This glass will clean up pretty much. And I got a clamp so it stays in one spot here and it doesn't move. So we'll clean that up when we're ready. I got to figure out how I'm going to hinge this, because if it pulls the hinge here, these ends are going to want it, because it's so thin and it's not stiff. It may buckle the end and curl the end, so I may just silicone it shut. I really don't need an opening window there. Be nice to have it, but I'm not going out of my way to do that. 3 other windows open. It has air, it has heat. So, but otherwise, that's where we're at right now. I need to order some gray paint. That's the closest paint I could get. But I got to patch that floor, and that's about it. I'm not doing much tonight. I'm a little under the weather. I got a quart of firewood showed up yesterday. I just finished this afternoon throwing it all in my woodshed. So now I have enough wood for a little while, as long as I don't abuse it. And I was working on that engine yesterday, as you saw. Got that on the engine stand. Took the truck for a ride, took the Pontiac for a ride, and parked those and charged the batteries up and all that stuff. So I'm probably going to call this a night, because I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night. And 2 knuckleheads over there kept me up too. So, in fact, what are they doing? No, she's sound asleep. And he's eating a water bottle. Right? Panzer? Panzer Pants? Maggie's sound asleep. Yeah. Oh, Maggie. Well, you got one stinky butt. It's always making noises. All right, guys. When I get something going on here again, probably tomorrow, we'll see. If not, the next day. We'll get something up here. All right. See you later. Well, it's the day after Thanksgiving. Happy belated Thanksgiving. I have off today, like I usually do, for the day after, and I'm not setting foot out of this house, out of this yard, because everybody and their brother is going to be out shopping. So I worked on this last night. I had the old wood stove started up in here, and I think it needs to be going now. It's cold. It's like 40 in here, or 40 outside and 45 in here. So I ran into lots of snags on this thing. I had the short water pump on it. Well, I didn't have all the brackets to put the alternator over here for the stock style. I changed the manifolds twice on this side to get that. Couldn't find the right bracket, so I used the long water pump, put a fan on it, put an alternator, put the brackets, put the bottom pulley. So this thing was just a royal pain in the butt, just like it was the other day. So for now, I think we're ready to go. I have to finish wiring the distributor, just 2 wires and a ground, and get fuel. That's it. So what I'm going to do is probably this weekend, hopefully go out and get some avgas. I'll run this on avgas and break it in, and we'll break it in sometime this week. I got a lot going on this weekend, so yeah, plenty going on. So we'll get this buttoned up once we broke it in, back off the stand, and it'll be headed back to the back shop for installation, which I can't wait. I can't wait to install this thing and get the headers on, the side pipes, all the goodies, new radiator, and that's going to be the fun part. That's going to be busy. It's a lot of cool stuff came in for that, so that'll be fun. Yeah, just kind of going through stuff. There's all the billet stuff that we had done. He had bought. Kind of looking over my 12 valve here, trying to figure out. I got to buy an exhaust manifold, and it's 3-piece. Them things ain't cheap. They're over 500 bucks for that 3-piece, because I'm running compound turbos on this. So that's one of my things. And I bought a new oil pan from Amazon, and and that was cheap. That was dirt cheap. It's like $100 and some. Well, I went to buy the stock pickup tube. That thing's like $325, and it's like BD diesel and Cummins and all that. I'm like, why? What is that thing made out of gold? I did find one under some diesel parts geek or something. It's like 160 bucks. So in order to seal this thing up, I'm going to get this thing together and fog it and put it on a stand, or put it on a what do you call it, a cart, and mothball for a while until I'm ready to put it in old red. So that's where I'm at with that, and I'm gonna get working on the 5.3 LS someday. Still got the 396 that we did a while back. I'm waiting for a camshaft, but no, that's about it. All right, guys, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to go in and edit this, and I will have some more updates next week on stuff, and we get some stuff done on all the Chevelles, stuff in the back shop. Hopefully that Toolcat will be done by then. I have a road trip to go get some tires and rims, so that's where I'm headed. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and thank you for the channel support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys next week.